What's up, Mike? What's going on, dude? What's up, Static? Can, Cranky, Smoking. Yeah. I've already kind of looked over it. You see my excitement? We're gonna go over it real quick. Did they actually put anything official out? I've been looking. I don't see any new posts anywhere. Let's check Twitter. Did they actually tweet it out? They did not. Let's check Facebook. Did they put it on Facebook? There it is. It's on Facebook. I wish they would just be a little consistent. Just a little bit. What's up, man? I mean, it's not updated on their forums. They haven't tweeted it. It's on their Facebook page this time. No, it's straight up him, dude. He's the one that's doing this stuff. Today, we're gonna put it on Facebook only. I don't. I don't. Oh, what's up, Gerard? I don't get it, guys. I don't. I don't understand how you're this bad at your job. How hard is it to put a post on what, four social media accounts that they use? They use, well, that's not even social media. They have their official forums. They've used Reddit. They've put stuff on Reddit that, don't put anywhere else. They tweet it out or they put it on Facebook. Am I missing any? That's usually where I find out. It's not on the official forums. It's not on a tweet. I didn't check Reddit. It's on Facebook. All right, let's pull this up. It's I don't understand. I really want to just talk to this Perez guy and tell him he needs to do better. This is stupid. Okay, we got an official date. Hold on. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. Let's go to the beginning. All right. All they did was update the old notes. So there's not, I don't even think there's an update on the launcher. The launcher is still the original 2.5 announcement, but they've updated the notes on there. But they didn't put anything on the launcher saying updated PTR notes. So, yeah, there's that. MySpace. All right. For those that aren't aware, we have new updated notes on PTR. They said they were going to do it this week. They were just going to keep it a secret. See, updated September 15th. PTR will end the 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So today is 15th. So they're just going to run PTR for another 4 days. All right. And for those that haven't seen this, this is going to be really funny. I should, yeah, maybe GeoCities, sure. It's just as good as anywhere else, I guess. All right, the white is all the original notes. So, all right, I had said this. They had left the pit out. I don't know why they left the pit out of the original. They added the pit in. Should have been done from the get-go. Why they skipped the pit on this, I don't know. That was just dumb. What's up, Aaron? All right, they added City of the Dam, so basically all of Act 4. They removed Maggot Lair and Lower Cuirass. I think this is all stuff we've said. I think this is all stuff we said. No big deal. Wait, misspelled what? Did they make a misspelling? Yes, they did. They spelled City of the Dam. They spelled damned wrong. That just gives me a headache. I didn't even. Good catch, JD. I didn't even see that the first time, and they did it twice. They did it here as well. Yeah. Maybe we've been wrong the whole time. No. Removed from Terror Zone list, Smoking. No, it's still there. They just took it off the Terror Zone list. Yeah, you know, spell check. Just ignore it. Alright, and then Black Marsh was accidentally on the list, so they took it off. Okay, that's fine. Here it is, boys. The new Sundered Charms. So, in a nutshell, before we get into this, basically there are new unique Grand Charms. These are Grand Charms. And what they do is they remove specific immunities based off the charm. Each charm, like this is magic, physical, cold, lightning, fire, poison. So, the way this works, there's a trade-off. If you equip this charm, I'm assuming when they say sundered, it means hit by some sort of attack. Or they just could straight out be immune. Or the immunities removed. On the trade-off, your resistance is lowered for whatever's removed. Like, this removes magic immunity, so your magic resist is lowered. So, what have they done to Hammerdens? Somebody go ahead and put it out there. What have they done for Hammerdens? Did they get nerfed? Or did they get buffed? So in the terror zones, maybe there's the one odd monster that is magic immune. Now even the Hammerdens can wreck them. Yeah, I know, there's not much. What's up, Janitha? There's not much. But this is not the same as a nerf for the Hammerdens, that's for sure. Of course, we kind of called that, right? We knew Hammerdens weren't going to get nerfed. That was just a bunch of people making assumptions because of something Pez phrased incorrectly. This is good for all. I mean, Fire Sorks gets the help, you know, because I mean, this is not how I wanted them to deal with the fire immune stuff. Not a whole lot, Janitha. We're just getting into it. Haunted, I don't necessarily agree that it should be left alone. I just feel like they just look in all the wrong places to make adjustments. Yeah, Fire Druid is more solid. You can offset the minus fire resist with charms or something, so it's not that the minus. Now remember, guys, this is. I'm assuming these are going to work everywhere. I don't know what. Did they say where these would drop though? I don't think they said. creates they somehow think this is going to create some more builds. Let's see. Yes, under applied. These trade-off, they come with a unique. Will not drop from monsters. Wait, during PTR they won't drop from monsters. It can only be tested through, because what they did on PTR is there's each class has one of these. Does it say that about the bosses? Okay, that's just saying that they won't drop. Yeah, you have to buy them in microtransactions. What do you mean by whack? I'm not going to get on PTR. Just look at those charms. Maybe that's what it is. They're not actually going to drop. You got to buy them. Yeah. This is how they implement their microtransactions. Okay, PTR. Like these, all this is like they created all these templates on PTR, and each one of these templates has a specific charm on it. Yeah, right, Liam. Any more red? Any more red? Any more red? Any more red? That's it, guys. This was what they were holding off. They were trying to get the charms. I don't see where it actually says where they're going to be dropping. Am I missing it? That's our changes, guys. Well, I knew this was going to be the thing. They were going to just add and remove a couple of Tues-Thurs-Suns. Well, we kind of called this from the beginning. And then here's the charms. This is what they added. No new rune word. There's not going to be anything else. This is it. Ladder Season 2, October 6th. So what do we got? 3 weeks? 3 weeks. So meta stays meta with a new charm that you don't have to get infinity. I mean, Blizzard, yeah, Blizzard was always a meta. I don't see where this adds any new classes that maybe there might be a few more fire sorks. I'm not really seeing it. I'm not seeing any new meta classes from this. There was some people playing the fire druid, so that's still going to be a thing. Infinity, not as important now. You just have to adjust for the minus resists. The lightning one can be cheap replacement for infinity. I mean, that's what's going to happen here. So this one's going to be kind of sought after. Yeah, that's true. Because there's a lot of people that still like to play Blizzork. So the cold one will probably be pretty sought after. I don't think they're smoking. I think this is literally it. It's just these straight stats. Minus whatever resists, and then removal of immunity specific to the charm. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's technically true. You could run a cold sork and just straight up, if you get this charm, you're good to go. You know, you don't have to. See, kind of the transition was cold, Blizzard sork, eventually build infinity, go lightning. Now it's just Blizzard sork, get this charm, stay Blizzard sork. I mean, because the Blizzard sork has to just offset cold resists. Is that normally a big of an issue? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that might be the case. With Aaron with the Frost Nova, I think you'll probably just see more people run Blizzard because offsetting cold resist, you don't run into a ton of cold damage farming as a Blizzard Sork. What y'all think? I'm not seeing. I'm trying to think. Blizz Sork, Bale farming, easy peasy. Uh, Chaos Sanctuary. You have the cold immunes, which was what the Chaos Knights, the casters. So you wreck them. Everything else was already um, susceptible to cold. Blizzsork might just take over. Yeah, pits. Um, where you get cold damage in the pits, you're gonna wreck the pits with a cold sork with this charm. Because there was one, I think it was the archers that are cold immune. Yeah, the archers I think in pits is cold immune, so this will break that. Dream set. No, you run dream with this lightning charm. You're gold. This is it's not going to do this. Where'd they say it? What was in the notes? Um, increase class build diversity. Nah. Maybe a few more fire sorks will be out there. Maybe Blizzsork. I mean, Blizzsork will probably step up a lot more. There's probably going to be more of the meta builds like the Blizzsork and stuff. Yeah, Navani, you missed all one thing that they changed. Okay, so yeah, the fire thing's a thing now. I think people are just more comfortable running Blizzard. I think you're just going to see more Blizzorks, and when it all comes down to it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it changes a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. There's just not going to be a big push for the Lightning Sorks to get an Infinity now. Infinity is going to not be kind of the end game thing. Hmm. That's interesting, Bone. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there might be a couple more classes. It definitely aren't going to be. It's probably none of the ones I normally play. This is not going to change me for ladder. I'm definitely still going to go out with the barb. That's true, Furious. I mean, I always had a soft spot in my heart for fire sorks. I tried when the Hydra changes happened. Um, I tried to do run fire. That's probably what slowed me down at the beginning. Yeah, Navani, I mean, there's no need to combo with the Infinity. This just straight up breaks immunity. Why get an Infinity? See, and here's the thing. Infinity pulses, right? Infinity is an aura, so you have that slight delay with Infinity. Um, so I don't think this is going to work the same. You don't have to worry about that little bit of a delay with the aura from the Infinity. So I don't know. Well, this says monster cold immunity is sundered. Is this actually just breaking immunity or just lowering it by X amount? Anybody know? This says immunity is sundered. If their resistance are above, is then immune to because there's only a handful of ways to only take full advantage of the current. Okay. That's to break specific monster immunity types. Okay, so this straight up breaks the immunity. Yeah, this straight up just breaks immunity. I wonder if they took that into account with like the traps and hydras and stuff. That's interesting because that would mean that they'd have to still go infinity. They might tweak it. They might tweak it. I bet they didn't even take that into account. 100% they didn't even realize. Here's the thing. I think the the devs I'm sure have get how the game is played, but I don't think they have the deep knowledge of the guys that have been playing this for forever. Like not looking at whether this affects the traps or not, that sort of thing. So I bet they tweak it. I'm 100% they didn't even take that into account when they put this together. What's up, Bob? So that's it in a nutshell, guys. We get some new charms and added the pit, and that didn't matter. And October 6th. Somebody was saying they thought it was going to be October 6th, which would completely not be in their schedule. Was that you, Bob, that was saying October 6th was a horrible date? I thought it was. Oh my God, man. Yeah, Bob, the timing's getting you. But I mean, that's it in a nutshell, guys. I mean, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I got to be perfectly honest. I was only expecting this part where they added and removed a couple of the terror zones. That was literally all I was expecting. What up, Tomac? Yeah, Bob, there's no word. I didn't see anything on where the charms drop. Some people are saying just in the terror zone mobs, but I don't know. I don't know. Nothing confirmed here on that. Somebody could point me to something where it was saying where these drop. Yeah, but right now they're not even dropping on PTR. Even on PTR, they're not dropping. They're having to put them in the character inventory, so they don't even drop in PTR. Where? I don't see anything about it. They're only dropping in chair zones. Maybe I just read it too fast. That explains how it works. It just says that they won't drop for monsters during PTR. Halfway, the big paragraph, this one. Okay, yeah, all right, here it is. These new unique charms will only drop from terrified monsters of rare, unique, or champion difficulty. Okay, so basically the boss and champ packs and the uniques. So you farm these from the terror zones. They just right now on PTR will not drop. They won't drop on PTR. You will farm these in the terror zones. No, not all offline. The terror zone stuff is strictly ladder, so no non-ladder and no offline. I'm pretty sure these are gonna be unique though, like the Geeds. Well, they'd have to be unique to the type, right? They don't really address that, do they? I don't see. I'm because there's there's this, what is it, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven different ones. So maybe you can have, there'd be no point to multiple outside of your resist being lowered by twice. Yeah, you don't gain a double positive. I mean, you can have multiple different ones and address different immunities, but yeah, I mean, it'd have to work that way because there's different ones. I mean, they kind of have to do it that way just because there's different, I mean, different kinds, specific named ones. So I guess technically you could code it to only have like one of each type, but I mean, they're probably not, since they're probably not gonna do that. So I mean, but there's no gain from having two of the same. So you think they might have addressed that, Bob? Yeah, I mean, I could see them leaving it like it is, just so you can pick up different ones. I mean, you could change that easy enough, but yeah, it. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I feel like they've dumbed down the immunity stuff a little bit. I think to break immunities should be a little more difficult. Maybe these are going to be super rare. I don't know what treasure class they're going to be in. So it depends on how rare these are too. Somehow I feel like they're just going to be raining from the sky, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, cold. Yeah, we were just saying that, Bob. Cold Sorks, a Blizz Sork is just going to wreck everything that it couldn't wreck before. What's up, Snipes? Yeah, I mean, once you get this, like the OP classes, I guess what you would call the OP meta classes are just stronger without having to go full bore into trying to get, like for the Jabazons, to be like at the top pinnacle, you at least had to get uh, your infinity. You don't even have to do that now. You just if you get one of these charms again, we won't know until we get an idea or a feel for how often these drop. But a Blizzsork with one of these is just going to wreck everything. Yeah, Eden, it is. What's up, Alex? Here's the problem. The way I thought they should address the immunities, I felt like they should have added comparable weapons equivalent to infinity that broke the different immunities, like some sort of infinity weapon that did fire or one that did cold. That's really expensive because breaking immunities should be hard to do. This makes it easy to do. No, it doesn't even it out. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they should have added an expensive rune word equivalent to infinity that broke those separate immunities. This makes it super simple. Yeah, eating. Like I said, there's multiple ways to do it. This and it. This makes it too easy. This makes this way too easy. Yeah, Tomac. Tell you what. I think I can link in chat. I don't think I have it blocked. I'll put it in chat. Breaking immunities again should not be this simple. This is way too simple. There, that should show. That's the link. The more I look at this is this is bad. This is really dumbing down. Uh, I don't like. Yeah, I don't. The more I look at this, the more I think about it. This is bad. You have really dumbed down the game with one item, with one charm, because this offset with the increase or reducing your resist for that specific one, that doesn't change. That doesn't matter. I mean, who cares if you're a Blizz Sork and your cold resist get reduced by minus 75? I mean, when as a Blizz Sork have you been concerned about your cold resist? Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. I think this is. I feel like this is one of them make the game easier attempts. You get what I'm saying? They did it in World of Warcraft. They made the game. World of Warcraft started out really hard, and they made it easier and easier and easier. This is a huge leap towards making it super simple. Yeah, unless it's like TC87 super rare drop, this makes it super simple. Yeah, Mike. I mean, to a degree, yeah, I'm curious to see the more people look at this, how much this is going to anger the player base. It took me a minute, but the more I look at it, this is bad. This is not good. Yeah, that's the thing, Eden. There's not that many actual ton of casuals. Yeah, the people that are playing D2 are a pretty dedicated group of players. I mean, let's be honest here. This is a 20-year-old game, and a lot of us have been playing this for years. This is not a bunch of casuals jumping into the game to play. It'd have to be like a Griffin's level rarity because, I mean, why get an infinity? You don't need an infinity anymore. Yeah, I see that, Bob, but that doesn't necessarily, I don't know. I don't know if how that affects the rarity of the drop. I hope Llama's really pushing back on this because he's the only one they're going to listen to. Well, here's the thing: we can't even test it on PTR to see the drop rate. You can't. It doesn't drop on PTR. Please note during the duration of the PTR changes to the behaviors of terror zones, the unique may occur based on. Okay, this is addressing maybe the feedback. Where was it? They were saying somewhere that it won't drop on PTR. Charms will not drop from during the PTR. The charms will not drop from monsters. Can only be tested through the templates. So you can't even determine the drop rate by doing some PTR farming. I don't like it. This is a horrible way to address immunities. Such a bad way to address immunities. Dude, if that's the case, Luca, I'm gonna have every one of these because I got geese were like dropping like rain. Yeah, that's true, Liam. Towards the end of PTR, everybody, or towards the end of the ladder, everybody's gonna have multiples of these. Hmm. Mm-mm. No, I don't like this. Yeah, Eaton, that they went the complete opposite direction of where I wanted it to go. I mean, yeah, Fuzzy, there will be some other coal builds that will maybe become viable, but how many are there actually? I mean, somebody mentioned Frost Nova. Hell, you could just run Orb. I mean, this makes all. I mean, I don't know. I think people are just gonna run Orb or Blizzard and just farm to their heart's content. Yeah, that definitely gets rid of the infinity. Yeah, you can run all any of the three uh, elementals for Sork. I mean, Druid. I mean, you could any elemental's gonna work. The the physical. I mean, I don't know, man. I think this is gonna push it hard into the range class position. I don't know, guys. I think this is a net negative. I mean, I get the idea and the premise of what they're wanting to do, but I think this is the wrong approach. I think breaking immunities just should be difficult, but it should be available. I mean, we just don't have the break immunities for fire and cold. We just have it for lightning. I don't know. I mean, it does. I get it that it does probably open up some other builds, but I think the overall effect is though that regardless of the build, I mean, the game just got super easy with these charms. Yeah, 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 melee is definitely going to fall way back. I mean, the smart play is, ladder start, just level you up a cold sword, get to terror zones, get one of these charms. Again, we can't even test to see how these drop, but you'll get one eventually. Yeah, that's true, Valix. If it doesn't work with the summons, with the summoner necro would just be dead. Yeah, summoner necro. I mean, it's well, you can run summoner with corpse explosion. Corpse explosion is fire, fire, right? Or is it physical? Okay, so it is confirmed with the summons and Hydra and traps. It's both. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I see Summoner falling behind then. Yeah, it's a split, so if it's gonna fall behind, go a pure build. It's gonna be Poison Necro. Yeah. Yeah, you're just gonna run a Poison Necro if you get this charm. I mean, again, we at the beginning it'll the rarity might make a play, but in a few months down, it's everybody will have them, and once ladder ends, they'll be on non-ladder. The only guys that get screwed are that play offline only. They're just not going to get this, so they get kind of screwed. Well, I guess at the end of the season, I'm assuming Terror Zones just become part of all gameplay. I don't know, guys. I don't think this is the play. Should we test it? Let's test it. Let's see what it feels like. Go away, spammers. Feel like we should test this. Let me update PTR. Log out. Let's see. PTR. I guess it auto updated already. Alright, let's see. Cold, alright, yeah, they even set it up for the cold builds. Let's see how strong this feels. Alright, so here's the charm. It looks cool. They give you some resist to offset. They don't give you a torch. Not that it matters. Nothing.
Good to see you.
Freezing arrow. Where should we test this? We'll just go out front. I don't know what the cold immunes are here. Those guys are fire. I guess there's no way to know now. Where's a good place to test fire? Man, it's still a problem. Yeah, let's play Blizzard. I feel like it doesn't matter the class. I feel like these are all going to be strong. What's this Sork? How'd they set up this fire Sork? Nah, let's do just do the Sork. This is a fire Sork. So we got a Fireball Ormus. So they set this up, Fireball? Yeah, Fireball Meteor. So let's go into Chaos. And Flickering Flame. Spirit, shoot us. What is that? Tremors show signs of... Oh, is this the Terror Zone stuff? How was it you checked to see what the Terror Zone was? Was there a chat thing? Oh, it just tells you. Ariats. I'm curious what this will feel like. Because Chaos Sanctuary obviously was no bueno for the Fire Sword. No teleport? Where's my teleport? Did they not have fast cast on? Quick cast. Yeah, I don't like this. My teleport's F3. We'll put that on F4. What they have? Meteor? Oh, Hydras. Well, wait, we confirmed it doesn't work on Hydras, so that doesn't matter. Well, they solved that. Yeah, they killed Hydra. Yeah, that's true. You know, all they work in 2.4 for Hydra, they killed it. Unless they make the adjustment for it. Well, fireworks now. Ah, I forgot to take tremors off.
Not even death can save you from me.
I don't even have to use meteor. No, does it? That's a good question. No, just insight. Just insight, Merc. I didn't even static him either. I did not use static. I just hit him with fireball. Does it say on there? Just says minus 15. Look at my personal resist. I don't know. Don't know. That felt a little too easy. What's the gear? +2 fire skills. Okay. Spirit Ashudas. They've maxed out all the fire damage here. SOJ, Arax, more Travs. I would assume more Travs. Don't have a, and this is without a torch as well. Yeah, there's the that has, yeah, that's, it's only showing this. It doesn't show the effect from the charm. This is the minus 15. This is where it's coming from. Are there any people on there? Can we up the player count? That was super fast. That was super fast. I don't even, did I throw a meteor in there? Let's create a game. I'm gonna make win 1. Don't worry about that. Not that it matters.
Good day.
I don't know, guys. I feel like it's, you know, you could talk about the player counts and stuff, but I feel like this maybe made things a little too easy. That's my take. Should we try Blizzsork? Where should I try the Blizzsork at? Fire, fire, fire. Where's the Cold Sork? Oh, they got a Alright, let's see. Let's change this up again. I don't like that. Go away, Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to bother with static. I don't need any of those other spells. What are these callouts? Corruption is all but dissipated. Oh, it's getting close to the hour mark. So it's about to get a new terror zone. I don't have to turn that on for... Okay, I didn't think so. Yeah, JLR. Yeah, the people have been asking for more build diversity, but here's the thing. I think it's just oversimplified the game a little bit. It's made it like super easy. Ancients. Yeah, I don't remember where the cold immunes were. I think it's one of these. Let's see. These guys are lightning. Whirlstone keep his cold or terror zone now. Where am I resist at? Oops. This is my F1. Well, it depends on what build you were running. What determine whether it was easy or not. I mean, you can make it harder on yourself by playing a different build, but different builds, they're all going to be pretty strong now. Yeah, Lens, they added this charm. Basically, it breaks immunes depending on which charm you get. Like, there's one for each immunity. Or, yeah, for each immunity. So you could get that. It makes you, like, your cold resist suck if it's a cold immune charm. But, yeah, that's basically what they added. What mark did I have? I don't even know which mark that was. Is that an Act 1 mark? Oh, that made Ancients. Well, I mean...
Afternoon.
Would you have this charm before Ancients, though? Okay. That dude just got wrecked, that's all. Is there... Okay, it's only a level of 75 required item. So you can equip it at 75, same as, was it Torch and Annie? Or those, that's 70. Torch is 75, right? Yeah, JLR, it's going to be dropped. Terror Zones only. Boss champs uniques. Yeah. The only thing is it doesn't we don't get a feel for drop rates on it. Because they don't have the drops turned on for PTR for some reason. No, we don't, but they don't even let us test it. Like, there's no, you can't, it won't drop on PTR. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We don't know how they're going to hit the hit the marketplace once ladder starts. It could be. I doubt it though. I wish they'd turn it on to drop in PTR. I don't know why they turned that off. That's right. These guys are cold immune, right? No, it's they're hard statted. So like this is the stat. There's no range on the resist part. It's just going to be the minus 75. It is minus 44. I don't think that really matters though. Yeah, there's one for every resist lens. It's like there's just separate charge for each one. Yeah, this used to be, kind of a pain in the butt with a cold sword for sure. You had to, you kind of had to like static and then let your merc kill them. So as cold sword, these weren't really that farmable. Well, I mean, for the guys that are kind of for this, do you think that every area should be farmable by every class? Is that your take on how things should be? Do you think every build should be farmable, or every area should be farmable by every class?
You're an the.
Good afternoon.
Well, JLR, you think that? Do you think that every area should be farmable by every class? I honestly think there should be more difficult areas for different builds, but this kind of negates that. See, that's where I have a problem with, and that's where we're going to disagree. I think there's certain areas should just, you have to build a certain way to farm a certain area. I don't think you should be able to just steamroll every area with just whatever class you're playing. No, I've played a bunch of different ways. Okay, what were you guys saying? Neothok? I don't have a Nature's Peace, but I don't think it'll be that big a deal. I don't have any buffs, right? Did I have a switch? I actually gave me a Death Fathom. Oh, no, was I farming with my Call to Arms? I think I was using my Call to Arms. No, I agree. I've
Hello.
been complaining about fire for a long time. I just don't think this is the fix. Yeah, I just don't think this is the fix for it. I think they should have added a rune word that broke fire immunes similar to Infinity. Not add a charm that potentially, we don't know, potentially everybody can have in the first couple of days. Yeah, fire was better. It just still wasn't, I don't think, up to par. Because, I tried to get the Hydra thing to work, and the Hydra thing still won't work, right? So Hydra still doesn't work because it doesn't work on the remote casting, I guess you'd call it. Like ads, traps, Hydras still don't work. So I just don't. I don't think. I think this is. Fire is definitely way better now. With that charm, y'all saw how quick Diablo rolled over. But it wasn't even really him that was a problem with fire. You could do that with even with the Hydras last season. It was getting through Chaos Sanctuary because there was a lot of fire immunes there. That was where the problem was with fire. But now you just blast through it. Yeah, the Diablo was never the issue. It was the getting through chaos. I think there might be some tweaking to this. I feel like this might be there might be some pushback. I think it's a little too simplified. So we'll see. I think they have to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, Fuzzy. I think you're right. I think it's going to be Geed's rare. For some people, I had a problem with it. I had dozens. No, they announced latter date already. It's October 6th. Liam, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's way. I mean, you could technically make an argument for it to be again like used on a merc, or take a slot on your equipment. I mean, there's multiple ways to approach it. I just think that's a better way to approach it to make it a little more difficult. Yeah, that's not a negative value. A cold sork doesn't care about his cold immune or cold resist. Yeah, I would agree with that too. Maybe a set bonus for some. Yeah, this is. I just feel like this might be a little too simple. Tomac at any point, because it's not gonna. You're not gonna have to until what was it? The beginning of season 3 is the cutoff to transfer stuff from this ladder to your non-ladder. Um, and there's no transition time between season 1 and season 2. It's literally season 1 ends, season 2 starts, like immediate. Yeah, Liam. I mean, again, I think there's better approaches. I think this is a lazy approach. Just throwing it on a charm, thinking that the minus resist is an offset. That's not an offset. Reducing your resist for that specific immunity break is not an offset. I mean, you get what I'm saying? That because breaking immunity that easily, should if it's going to be that easy to break immunity, there should be more of a harsher penalty. Yeah, Marcus, I've been wanting that loop filter for a while. Jesus, Snipes. Man, you killing it, man. Yeah, Eaton, I would agree with that, dude. If we'd have gotten some sort of loop filter and even like stackables, even if they didn't add like a specific uh, page for it, is better than, honestly, better than this. No, there's no maybe about that JLR. It's definitely simpler. I have a hard time thinking that this is going to be a really rare drop. Not that it matters a few weeks down the line. I think this is kind of an oversimplified fix to the immunity problem. Tommy, what's up, dude? Yeah, I don't. I think this is oversimplified. There should be more of a penalty if they're going to make it that easy to break immunity. I mean, should I even play a barb now? Horking's nice, but killing stuff super fast with a fireball is kind of nicer. I mean, that was pretty quick. And, you know, you can make the player 8 argument, but I mean, I solo farm. I don't give a crap about how well it does in player 8. A Horking charm. Why'd my screen get so dark? I wish we could check test drop rates. That would be interesting, Cam. 'Cause the immunity, yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how easy declone would technically be. Greg, that would probably be a better solution for sure. Because you could get it the rest of the way all with other gear or something. Yeah, right, Liam. I mean, there's no, you won't have to improve it, right? Because there's no random roll on it. It potentially could be Marcus, but I mean, if you're killing stuff so fast, maybe not. I mean, there's no way to tell the future. I mean, we don't know how quickly we're going to end up being able to get the charm itself. But again, yeah, what I mean, what a lot of people are saying, once you get one, you're pretty much set. Aaron, I mean, that would be expensive, right? I mean, that would make more sense than just the minus 75 penalty. Just because it's more costly to equip the charm. This doesn't really cost you anything. That minus 75 resist on a cold sork doesn't affect a cold sork at all. I mean, let's think about this. What is the goal when you start fresh? Is to build your character up and equip it, right? Find items. The grind part of that is enjoyable to me. I like watching stuff drop. Um, Say I get this charm fairly early into hell because Terror Zones start in Act 1. So you can luck out, get one pretty early. You can equip it at 75. Say you're 75, you got the charm equipped, which immediately increases your farming capability. I mean, you're gonna see a significantly quick return on equipping that charm. Yeah, there's a minus resist effect to it, but again, if you're playing like a Blizzork or something, you don't care. It's not going to affect you. Then your goal is to magic find, right? I could kind of see the advantage being able to kill stuff quicker, getting stuff quicker. Maybe it won't have a negative effect. I feel like it's going to make the latter season go stale pretty quick. I mean, technically, you can this like your if you make a holy fire pally, right? When you're leveling a holy fire pally, you have to respec at some point if you're doing a playthrough. If you get a charm, I mean, you could just roll with the holy fire the whole way through. Do you even need the infinity though, Marcus? You don't even need to, yeah, the Tesla then will be, I mean, either one. Like if you get the fire one, holy fire, if you get the lightning one, the whole, Tesla then. If anything, this works better than the infinity because again, you have to deal a little bit, again, this is minor. You have to deal a little bit with the aura effect from infinity. This doesn't even have that. You don't need it. Yeah, potentially, Liam. I don't know. Should I roll the barb now next season? Should we just get 8 sorks together? I'm still gonna play the barb. Yeah, Sork is definitely Sork was up there anyways, but I think it's gonna increase. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of fire Sorks now. Yeah, there's one for everything, physical and magic. Makes foe actually a lot stronger too, if you think about it. Well, yeah, that's true. How many? What are the magic immunes? It's like the what are those tall? I never remember the monster names. So foe's gonna be foe no matter what. Yeah, the summoner guys. Is that what they're called? Yeah, that's the only ones I could think of. Are some of the lizards fire or magic immune? Yeah, the act two. Yeah, Liam, those things. No, I knew what you were talking about though, because that's where you start seeing them, right? Um, what is haban habaneros? That's actually kind of funny. That's actually the most creative thing I've seen them do. Oh, they do have a holy shock pally. Hold on. They do have a Tesla then. Technically. I mean, I don't think it's going to have the gear for the Tesla. So this is actually a good test. Templars. They don't actually have the oh, they got a crescent moon. We don't actually have the dream set. This is a true um, holy shock pally. It's not through the gear. Why does that one look so lame? Oh, they're basing the color on the like lightning's yellow, the blue was cold. Let's see. Let's do charge. Let's do charge. Let's see how much this hits cows. Oh wait. Doesn't seem to be hitting this stuff very hard. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be hitting that hard. What level is it? Level 29. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be actually hitting
Thank you.
that hard. Where do they have my holy shield? Let's make that at 4. Yeah, that's true. With Dream, you're running Conviction. So, yeah, the Dream would still be the play because, well, I mean, you don't need Conviction, though. You got the Charm. So, well, does it reduce all monsters lightning resist, or is it strictly... It does an overall resist drop, doesn't it? What's up, Dennis? Yeah, that puts it up to like 40, 42? Level 29 is kind of lame. Because, you know, every monster has resists. So like doing that with that, you actually going to take some damage from the lightning enchanted. Yeah, this would still play out better with the Tesla set, the dual dream setup. This might not be that great. This might not actually be that good. Yeah, I don't know if this would actually be that good. Now, running this with the dual dream setup would be kind of OP, or the full Arden setup would definitely be a lot stronger, because you're running conviction at that point. This is only going to make a difference when you run into the lightning immunes. So yeah, this one's not going to be that big a deal. I take back what I said about the holy fire, holy shock builds. Yeah. Yeah, now that one's kind of whatever. Let's see. What else we got? There's the Heart of the Holy Fire one. Hammered in, I'm not too worried about. That was, it's kind of whatever. Is this supposed to be a fire build? Yeah, it's kind of dream. Or not dream, flickering flame. Hell rack. Now added damage, fire damage. It's got the this is the fire arrow build. High Lords, a duress, lava, so kind of geared for fire damage. What's this? Exploding and immolation. Yeah, Ardens definitely need to be stronger. Yeah, this one's kind of, it's okay. I think those dudes were actually fire immune, though. The goat guys. And I think all these are fire immune normally, aren't they? Yeah, Luca. Yeah, for sure.
Greetings.
Because this gives that base, and then you can do it with other gear to really drop it. I need a book. Oh, no, I don't. I got one. Who cares? It can it? I don't remember, to be perfectly honest. And this is not going to feel that much different, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, this doesn't feel that much different. I mean, I'm sure you could really tweak this up to be super strong, but just the way they got this build up, yeah, it's kind of whatever. Yeah, some of these builds are still going to be kind of whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's only going. I guess if you took this into chaos again, since it's a fire build, but it's still going to be kind of a slow farming build regardless. I mean, you'll just be farming chaos like you farm cows, kind of slow. It's just, again, I mean, it's just like whatever class you pick. There's not, if you get a charm that suits your build, then there's no area that's kind of off limits. You know what I'm saying? Fireball Sork's just going to straight up be kind of nasty. Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just saying, where would that build even farm? Where would you even farm with this build previously? Kind of nowhere, right? I know some people that played Fire Arrow a little bit, just messing around with it, but I guess if you were going to do an Ellie build before with a boas on, you'd probably go cold. Yeah, Aaron, because you used to have to drop. What? You'd have to try and at least get your cold mastery to like 130. You could technically stop at 100, and it wouldn't affect you a whole lot. You won't have to dump nowhere near as many points into cold mastery for a cold Sork. This is, I mean, I think this is just going to make some of the OP classes a little more OP, or a lot more OP, to be perfectly honest. And it pulls some of them. I think Fire Sork might be the sleeper here. I think with this charm, Fire Sork's the sleeper with Fireball. It's going to be my guess. The Fire Sork, there might be a few more people playing Druid as well, the Fire Druid setup, but let's see how Light Sork feels not having to use an Infinity. Where would you normally not farm with lightning? Well, I mean, technically, Chaos kind of sucked without Infinity. It was a lot slower. T-Storm, really? I got Chain here. That's what I normally do. Then I go Lightning here. Then I go... This is this. I guess technically we can make that. So you just turn it on and leave it. So mainly it's just going to be the ghosts that are lightning immune. I don't know why I picked that up. Habit, I guess. But I mean, you could run an Insight now. Because Lightning did have some mana issues. So you could just run Insight, Merc, and not have to worry about it. The only mobs you really were having to telestomp would be the ghosts. And you don't have to worry about lightning damage, so lightning resists here. Doesn't really matter. Outside of the occasional lightning enchanted boss. And again, I'm using chain lightning here. Normally my setup would be, if I didn't have infinity, I would run lightning because it was more damage. And with infinity, I'd just run chain. But yeah, this feels like we're just running with infinity. Maybe it's slightly slower. I didn't even look at the gear. What do we got gear-wise? Okay, yeah. It went, well, 4-piece. I guess 4-piece technically it helps with the lightning. I mean, compared to my lightning sword, this feels a little slower, but I mean, my lightning sword's a little better geared. Yeah, I mean, this... I wouldn't even bother trying to get an infinity, to be perfectly honest. I don't see why putting the investment into infinity with this. Honestly, with the Insight Merc, it's actually a little better. You do have to pot a decent bit with the Infinity. Yeah, Act 3, yeah, Act 3 might be bad. Yeah, I don't see the point of hybrids. Yeah, again, yeah, you can simply just go pure build, and with the charm, you're good to go. Yeah, Jeb, it's 75. Yeah, let's do that. I think I got a CTA on this guy. Let's go to Trav. You still have to keep your distance, though. Oops. Do I not have a CTA? They didn't put a CTA on this guy. Lame. You definitely wouldn't dive in with this build for sure. Where are they at? Still slow. It's still slow.
Thanks.
But I think overall the resists on this dude kind of suck. So the fire's still going to hit kind of hard. Oops. not, you know, it's not impossible to do it. That lightning enchant stuff is gonna hurt. I mean, but it's not impossible to do it. You wouldn't necessarily have to bypass it. See, I got negative fire resist, so you gotta watch that Hydra. I don't know why I'm bothering to look at this stuff. I always have to ID stuff. Yeah. The gear is bad though. You could definitely make that decent. What's up, Kung Fu? What's going on, man? Alright, here's what I'll say. I don't think I agree with Liam. I don't think I agree with Liam. I don't think the charm is a place to put something like this. I think it's too cheap. Again, we'll find out. But, you know, even if it's like a super rare drop, you'll probably get one before you say build an infinity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eden. Yeah, I mean, and we've been kind of saying that. I think it's not the right item to put that in. That actually, a super rare gem that might not be a bad idea actually. Dude, we did the cold sork. It's the fire sork is actually stronger, dude. The fire sork's obnoxiously strong. I mean, the Blizzard Sork just, you know, it did the Blizzard stuff that Blizzard Sorks normally do. It just does it on all of them. But the Fire Sork was stupid. It was so quick. Not well, immunities broke up the builds into farming specific areas, which is kind of, dude, Kung Fu, the Fire Sork's obnoxious. But I mean, my point is that I don't feel like every build should be able to farm every area. That's just how I feel. I didn't even try Orb. The character was set up for Blizzard, but I kind of feel like Orb's going to come and be a thing too, is because, well, I don't know. Blizzard still just hits harder. But yeah, Orb just became way more viable for sure. But Blizzard, you know, Blizzard always just hits harder. There is a lot more. What would you do with your extra points from Orb? Orb had to be a thing when it came to like hybrid builds, because there's only one synergy point associated, or one synergy associated with Orb. So what would you dump in with Orb? Orb ES maybe? Well, we already know Hydra doesn't work, so the Hydra, yeah, I feel like they might touch that. They have to, right? Yeah, that's true. You can do it with that, really amp up the energy shield. Um, yeah, potentially. I think fire is going to be the sleeper now. Once you get that charm, you're good to go. Because fire was just tough. There's an overwhelming amount of fire immunes in hell difficulty, and with that charm, they all just go away. Yeah, eating. It would still be a third. Fires. Well, yeah, Jeb. Yeah, with the charm though, being that it's level 75, we don't know anything about the drop rates, but I have a feeling you'll be able to put your hands on one pretty quick. So, fire, because I mean, honestly, just with these janky setups, fire was the faster of the three, I thought. Yeah, Jim, and if it is, that's a pretty low drop or pretty high drop rate. I mean, dude, I get geeds constantly. It'll be just a matter of getting the one you want. But once you have a set of all of them, I mean, every character you can just farm everywhere. Really, Jim? Dude, I got, oh, 12, 15 geeds at least on ladder. At least. It might be more than that. So there you go, man. How many geese can you get with one low rune if you trade it? Yeah, Luca. It has been for most people. I mean, and there's quite a few people that geese just wasn't happening, but for me, dude, if I got anything, it was geese. I quit picking them up. I don't even know how many I gave away. Yeah, this should have been a rune word play for sure. I don't know. One thing for sure though, the solo players, the offline players, they're getting screwed because they won't get these charms. Yeah, eating. I mean, there's multiple ways to approach this. I just don't feel like this is it. I feel like it should be a little harder to get for sure. To be able to break immunities, it should be harder to get. Yeah, Bob, it wouldn't be that hard, I don't think. Did well, fire. I would say the fire sword needed a buff. I just felt like maybe to do it a little different. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I honestly I don't see them tweaking this a whole lot. What we got? They put a hard date out of the 6th, so basically we have 20. Yeah, it's exactly 21 days. So we got 3 weeks. Wait, does that mean they're dropping it on a Thursday? Did they drop it on a Thursday last time? It was, wasn't it? Wasn't it a Thursday? That's kind of what it is eating. I hear you, Bob. Yeah, we'll get it worked out, dude. Um, oh, somebody should. If you get the fire one though, if I were to get that fire one, I would straight up immediately roll the fire sword, just to finally get my fire sword that I wanted. This is not how I wanted it, but I mean, this is what they're going to give us. I'm going to play that fire sword and just blow everything up. Wimpy, what's up, dude? I don't know, guys. I mean, these other classes are still kind of meh. Because again, it only deals with the immunities, so they're still gonna be like whatever. I don't play fire druid, but I'd imagine this is gonna be pretty nasty. How do they have this build set up? Hodo with the Raven. Rain? What do you gain from this? Spirit. Fire damage. Rack. I hear you, Wimpy. I hope you didn't lose too much, dude. Alright. Firestorm Fissure. We're going to go to this old standby. Do I have... Wait, we don't have... We'll have to run it. I don't know how to play a fire druid. I'm just going to spam these two spells. Yeah, I would have... I thought for sure they were going to put like Flickering Flame on this dude too. But they didn't. Where can I run? Yeah, wouldn't that be the play to have Flickering Flame instead of that? Yeah, let's grab the Flickering Flame. Fire Sork. Yeah, Tommy, he likes playing that fire druid, man. He loves playing that fire. I've noticed that as well. He'll play the hell out of that fire druid. Yeah, exactly, Eating. You can get a good base and make that just crazy good on a fire druid. But we'll see. We'll play around with it. We'll see how it goes. Wait, what was that? Well, I guess technically that would work. Why would you have this? +2 skills, but it's chilling armor. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. This is not a Sork. Where's my Flickering Flame? We'll do this. Do I need to pre-buff with anything? Alright, we don't have... No, we do have a CTA. Alright, so we have... What is that? We'll do that. Fissure. Well, we got our Armageddon. So that's F5, F3, F5. Alright, so we want the oak sage. Then we'll buff again. It's one thing I hate, messing with the hotkeys they set up. Which one is that? I didn't even look. Oak sage. Let's see. Volcanoes F4. So what's the cast thing here? Get this. And then we roll that. Oh, I can't teleport. Alright, I gotta get used to this. Really slow. I mean, I don't know. Chaos is just definitely not the farming area for this dude, I'd imagine. 'Cause these guys are normally fire immune. What are my spells again? I want fissure, right? I want Armageddon. I'll get used to it. I mean, I can see this being kind of fun. I definitely would want the definitely would want an enigma on this guy for sure. There you go, druids. Farming, you can farm chaos easy. It's a little slow, but I feel like it's kind of a gear, my lack of experience thing more than anything. I bet if you got in a rhythm with this, you could just absolutely hammer this so easy. I feel like I don't have one of the spells in my rotation. So it's F3, F4, F5, right? F3, F4, F5? Yeah, that's it. F3, F4, F5. Cycle through, spam your bowling balls. Easy peasy, right? Yeah, I mean, But a lot of this damage is physical, right? Or is it, which spells are got like part physical, part volcano and boulder? Not that it really matters a whole lot.
Thanks.
Leave my oak alone. I mean, if you get too close to these guys with that fire resist negate, yeah, maybe it'll get a little sketchy, but I feel like you could play way far back with this build. If you don't have an Enigma, what's the normal chess piece for this build? Viper? Maybe just rock a Viper? I've never played a fire druid, so I feel like even this is pretty strong. I feel like it could be a lot stronger. I mean, you just non-stop spamming this fire. Quite a few. I'm assuming these different spells you cast, they all synergize each other, so go. Well, yeah, I'm actually still got positive fire resist. Captain, yeah. Oh, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, fire and chaos sanctuary.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm assuming the molten boulder is a spam cast while your other stuff just burns on the ground. I want to get to Diablo. I want to see how fast you burn him with this build. slow, but again, we don't have Enigma, so. I have a feeling you can make this a pretty damn OP build. And I know a lot of times when you see the guys running this fire build, they were running like Stony Tomb, maybe? Was that the place? But now it's like, shoot, why run Stony Tomb?
Thanks.
Yeah, you ain't got to run Stony Tombs with this thing. Just run into chaos.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah, it's definitely not fireball level damage. Still got him quick enough. You wasn't running that before. You know, I didn't even know Armageddon followed you around like that. I didn't know that's how that worked. I thought that was a cast onto a spot spell. How long does it stay up? 50 seconds. Holy crap. Yeah, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just spamming spells the whole time. I'm kind of curious to see how the community overall is going to take this. What do you guys think? I mean, there's going to be people that'll love it. I think they're going to have to fine-tune this. I think it's a little too much. I mean, I get the idea. I think it was just implemented a little too... I think it's a little too easy. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll put a poll out and see what you guys think. But again, with an Enigma, that's probably pretty... You could probably do that like really fast. Because what levels are we talking here? That's 39. Why is Volcano so high? We don't have a... Is it just because of point allocation? They just hadn't dumped all the points into Armageddon yet. Yeah, that looks like that's what it is. I don't know. That's going to be a really strong... I mean, it's decent already. It's just, you know, it was kind of a niche because of fire being what fire is. That was kind of a niche farming area. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I, I'm really curious to see how this is being taken. Let's take a look. Alright, let's see what the community's saying on the forums, at least. It's going to be a lot of complaining. They don't like the counter immunities. D2 is dead. Long live D3. The most brain dead nonsense ever devised. Barb is now dead. I don't like the change. Bye bye hybrid builds. That's kind of some of the stuff we've been saying in chat. I guess I don't know about the PvP part. No, they won't disappear. Thoughts? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't really care about that. I mean, but for the most part, people who get on the forums are going to be here to voice their complaints. There's going to be a handful that will go on forums to say that they like it, but for the most part, people that get on the forums are going to be the ones that really, really hate it. See, there's like the one that says I like it. More range of stats, no. Please fix it. Yeah, that was some of you guys said that. And there's some concerns with the traps, and I'm sure hydras are going to come up. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, let's see what some of the feedback here. Coal mastery argument. I don't know. I mean, the only way to find out for sure is when it goes live and see how it plays out. I mean, for the most part, what was said and what we just saw there in the forums was kind of what we've been saying. Wow, my chat froze. I didn't even know it. Y'all been talking the whole time. Crap. Bob, what's up, dude? Yeah, it is a ladder only. No, the charms will roll into non-ladder at the end of the season. Stacks, you trolling, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're trolling us. Yeah, Aaron, I think that's kind of the fix, but we're not going to see that. I mean, think if you look at the charm, man, it's easy. Minus resist, break immunity. Stacks, you are one in a million. That's for sure. Oh That's kind of one of the reasons why they took Maggot Lair out, dude. There was just not. I mean, there's just nobody really farms Maggot Lair. You might be the only. You literally might be the only one. Maybe you should chart. You should start a streaming channel, literally called like Maggot Lair. You would be unique for sure. 100%, man. You'd be the only one doing that. Nah, Tommy. There might be some reshuffling, but they can't do layoffs. But they might take people out of the dev team and move them to D4, but they are not laying people off. They're going to shuffle people around because they're still hard pressed to get developers for the new title that they're pushing. Um, I'm willing to bet $1 million that D4 is short staffed. Nah, Eden, they'll move them. I mean, because you know, in development of D4, there's that networking side and setting up the hardware setup and all that's going to be coming into play too. Yeah, Jeb, for sure, man. Immortal made them, as much as people complain about Immortal, man, it made them a ton of money. But yeah, they're short staffed. They're hard short staffed. The Blizzard is crying for developers. It could be the play eating push people towards D4. I mean, there's some people that have floated that before. That whole idea of pushing people off of D2 into D4. Conspiracy theory? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh no, be it. I 100%. And it's a small portion of the player base that actually dumped the money, but those people that did dumped a lot of money. Yeah, potentially Tommy for sure. Yeah, Mike, I saw that. Potentially eating. I played PD2 a decent bit before D2R launched. I haven't looked at the last two seasons. But I mean, it was pretty funny. It's hard to get away. It's hard to go back to the old graphics. Dude, if here's the thing. If PD2 had D2R graphics, I think most of the player base might have shifted. I honestly, I think that's why they don't give the option to mod D2R. Um, they wouldn't have a population at all if you were able to mod D2R. And PD2, I like PD2. I don't agree with all the stuff they've changed, but they've got some really good stuff. Some guy, it's Project Diablo. It's a mod for the OG game. It's really good. Some of the stuff they've done. Some of the stuff, I'm kind of eh. They increased drop rates in PD2, which I don't think they necessarily had to do. But it there was a reason behind it because of the way PD2 takes items out of the system. The upped drop rate doesn't necessarily make it bad. Stacks, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I think so. There's some single player stuff to be done. I'm talking about like the community modded games. Right, Eden. That's my point. You can consume items, so that accounted for the higher drop rates. So it made sense that they tweaked the drop rates a little bit because I mean you could burn through you burn through a lot of items. You know, if I had a dozen Shakos in my inventory, it didn't matter. But if you take a dozen Shakos and you corrupted them, which you could do in PD2, you could technically make all those Shakos disappear, so it takes them out of the market. Right, exactly. The corruption system made it so that the increased drop rates was warranted. They did add spells and stuff. Some that they are playing the balancing act with some of the spell changes. Some of them I did like because like I was playing the fire sork a lot. What was that? What was they added a brand new spell in the tree, and it was kind of like a fire nova, but it wasn't like a spam cast skill. It had a timer to it. But it was kind of fun to play because it had a huge radius to it. It like fired a radius of fireballs, or fired a circle of fireballs out. It was kind of fun to play. It was different. I don't know that some of the guys that really like this game would be on board with some of the spell changes, but some of the other changes, like they do have. I don't know if they've added a currency tab. They did have the stackables. They did have the loot filter, and they did have the charm stash, blast wave. Yeah, kind of like that, Mike. Yeah, it was cool to play. I enjoyed it, but the quality of life features is, I think, what made the game a lot more fun. The stash inventory spaces were bigger. I don't remember how the stash, were there stash tabs? I don't remember how that worked. I haven't played it in a while. I liked the charm inventory in your character stash or your character inventory. Is there that many? My phone's blowing up today. Must be because people complaining about this. Oh, yeah, that's kind of... I haven't looked at it since season maybe 3 was the last time I played PD2. And they might have stuff in it that I don't like now, but the quality of life stuff with the loot filter and the stackables and all that stuff was really nice. So, I mean, and they do seasons, and they seem to stick with a pretty decent release schedule for their seasons. And their seasons usually incorporate a decent amount of changes. And they added the maps, which made more endgame. Yeah, Bob, we kind of been saying that. It's a little OP. See you some guy. All right, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna do the fire sork one more time. Let me switch this flicker and flame back. They added a unique charm for every element.
Good to see you.
Bob, like this is the fire one, flame rift. There's a cold. There's 7 different ones. Yeah, eating. They did diversify the items, and I think they even tweaked some of the uniques and stuff to make them better. Where's the fire sork? Let's for those that haven't seen it, I'll show you how strong the fire sork is. Really? Yeah,
Great
yeah,
handles.
I don't know if I go along with that one. All right, guys, this is a fire sork. Fire. We're going into Chaos Sanctuary. We didn't have... Did we have... No, we don't have a CTA on this dude. Not that we need it. I'm just going to use Fireball. So the demons, the Venom Lords were originally fire immune. So now that you have no more immunities, my timing's off on my meteor. Just run an Insight Merc. You're good to go. And this is with like a Ormus. I think an Ashuda's Flickering Flame. What we got gear-wise? Mages, the Flickering Flame's probably the most expensive part of this. Spirit, Travs. Well, no, an Iraq. Iraq would probably be more expensive. There's an SOJ. Fire and Chaos Sanctuary. I've never really liked Meteor. I think the cast time's a little too long. Or the cast delay from when it drops. I think that's taken a little too... I think that could be tweaked a little bit. Now, I mean, this is what I wanted as far as how I wanted fire resist immunities to work. It's just this is not how I wanted it to be done as far as the charm. This is how I wanted to play fire. I just didn't want it to be potentially this easy. But again, we'll see. I don't think the rarity of the charm's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that rare. I mean, because I mean, technically, this is not expensive gear for sure. This is the funny part. I'm not even going to use static here. Did I hit the... Basically, they did add a charm for each build. There's a cold and a lightning charm as well. Maybe I didn't hit this one up here. Oh, I forgot to do him.
Not even death can save you from me.
But again, I mean, Diablo was always... You could always hit him with, ooh, fire. Oh. Yep. There's that. Don't stand in his stuff. That, that fire would definitely hurt you. We didn't get the full effect of that this time, though. But you could do that before with fire. You just had to get past everything else. Yeah, they have 7, Bob. There's one for everything. There's fizz. There's fire, light, cold. There's physical. There's magic. There's poison. What am I missing? I thought that was 7. That's only 6. Holy. No, that's magic. Or is there a separate holy one? Yeah, there's one for every elemental and physical. Yeah, there's one for there's 7 different ones. I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah. Magic. 1, 2, 3. No, it is 6. It is 6. Okay, I was right. Fire. Yeah, there's 6 different ones. For some reason, I had 7 in my head. But I mean, between those 6, that's, you know, that affects every class. So I don't know, guys. Well, you shall see. They're not taking them out. I guarantee you that. There's going to be some pushback. There might even be a decent amount of pushback, but they're not going to take them out. But that was the addition. Again, we expected this one. I expected this change. I kind of thought they'd put the pits in. They took maggot layer out. They removed maggot layer, which apparently some of us like. I don't know if he's still here. Stacks, you still here, man? We have our one fan of maggot layer. He's disappointed. But they did add the pits in and completely covered Act 4 now. Lord Cuirass, I kind of saw that. Honestly, I think it's because they didn't want to mess with the chest stuff. And they got rid of maggot layer. Well, I didn't even pay attention to that. They got rid of the palace, which I didn't care for either. Yeah, Aaron, again, I mean, I think this was not the correct approach to immunities. Stacks is crushed by maggot layer being pulled from the list. It has just destroyed Stacks. He was looking forward to the maggot layer tear zones. He'd be the only one running them, but he was going to be eating that up. Spell correct. Oh, man. But yeah, I feel like there's going to be a significant amount of blowback for the most part. I think there's going to be, I'm going to say 10 to 20% that like the change. I think probably 80-90% of the community is just not going to care for this a whole lot. I have never gotten anything a maggot lair. Never. See, Stacks, there's something. You ran maggot lair when you were doing a playthrough and you got something to drop. And that became, you know, your confirmation bias to farming maggot lair. Was maggot lair one of the ones that they added to the monster level 85s? Yeah, Luke, yeah, it's not, you're not gonna see it. What was that on the Fizz? I didn't even pay attention to it. We can just look. Hold on. I was gonna try and pull it up. I think I'd closed that, but we can just pull up the Frenzy Barb. Is it 20? Yeah, I think. Yeah, if that sounds right. I think it was the 25. Yeah, damage increased by 25. That's worded bad. People could look at that and think that your damage is increased by 25. Yeah, that's badly worded on this charm. Should be like incoming damage or something. Or physical damage taken. Or, well, I mean, I guess damage taken increased by 25%. Yeah, that actually would be... It technically, yeah, it would be better if your physical damage just in general was increased by 25. That's just funny to me, Stacks. I can't believe you find any kind of anything in in Maggot Lair. I believe you, dude. I just that is so crazy to me that you find that to be one of your favorite farming areas. Bang songs in Maggot Lair. I believe it. I vaguely remember something like that as well. Yeah, this is definitely worded pretty bad. So people are going to look at that and think that your damage is increased by 25. Yeah, they didn't put a grief on there. That's what I was looking at, Mike, to see if they actually stuck a grief on there. I mean, if you knew nothing about the patch notes and thought, and you were just a casual player and you've got this charm, you would look at that and go, holy crap, my damage just went up by 25%. Yeah, 100%. That looks like a net positive two things. Like your damage increased and you break physical immunes. If you get that, what's the point of a berserker? No, Bob, it's supposed to be incoming damage increased by 25%. Yeah, and we don't know if it's all damage or physical damage. It should be only physical damage increased by 25% incoming. They're just, this charm's horribly worded. Doesn't this kill berserker barbs though? What's the point of a berserker if your frenzy breaks immunities? Yeah, no, I think you can hold as many as you want, but there's no net positive to having more than one, unless they're the different elementals, which I kind of be pointless. Because this is literally just used to break immunities. Yeah, this makes berserkers kind of pointless. Yeah, eating. I would agree. This just needs to be as written. The magic immunity. Yeah, I get that seems really niche though. I would probably play Frenzy now over Berserk, right? Yeah, Liam, since forever. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking Berserk's probably dead. I'd probably play Frenzy over a Berserker, especially with this, because I mean that was kind of the kind of the pitfall of the Frenzy barb was when you ran up against Fizz immunes, and now you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, and there's no life leech off Berserk, so you can put on like a couple of dual leech rings or something. Yeah, this puts Frenzy above Berserk for sure. Will it though, Liam? How? Yeah, I have to think this one through a little bit because I mean I think I'm still gonna go with the barb. Season 2 start, but now I was gonna play a berserker, but I don't know now. I have to think. I have to think about it. I don't know. Maybe play around with it some. I feel like why do they put these? Why is there not a grief on this? Because I mean, you're probably gonna find a low room before you find a IK armor. To be perfectly honest. Yeah, Eric, that's the thing. You can't test it on PTR. They won't. You can't. You can't farm the terror zones to test out the drop rates on these charms because they've specifically got it in the patch notes that they won't drop on PTR. It's so stupid. I mean, if anything to test, I would think to try and see how hard it would be to get to one of these charms to drop, but you can't even test that. You want to try this? Yeah, we could try it. Let's see how this is. All right, what do we got? Why? What? Okay. F3, F4 are my shouts. Do we have a... Okay, I guess, well, yeah, actually that would work. You could buff here on your switch. Okay, okay. Let's see. much health we got. That's not bad. Because usually one of these guys is... I'm not used to running this fast. This speed is actually... Oh, what the hell? Declone? Did y'all know that was there? Did y'all set me up? I didn't even see the call out. Hold on. I can't pull him out of there, can I? He's not going to fit through that door, so I got to fight him inside. I need to get rid of these dudes. Not doing any damage to him. It's not doing any damage. They gave me an Act 3 Merc. I just noticed there's an Act 3 Merc. For the enchant buff? Okay, that kind of makes sense. I didn't notice he was there. Yeah, I mean, I don't... I mean, he wasn't straight up killing me. But, yeah, this... Nah, I don't... I don't Did they give me any gear? They didn't give me any gear. Alright, we're not even going to try. Value of Trex. Why Trex? What's on Trex? What resists are on sandstorms? Train gloves I can see for sure. That's funny. I didn't even know. Well, yeah, there were the call outs right there. That's funny. I was not expecting Diablo to be in there. Poison? Okay. I can't kill him with this guy. That's kind of funny. Five-piece IK with an oath and an unbending will. Maybe they're trying to show like low. No, there's prevent monster heal there. Should I switch this way? I don't have like life tap or anything, but I guess it don't really matter. Let's try it again. I feel like we need some crushing blow to make this happen. It's taking a little bit. Maybe I'm not hitting him enough. Yeah. So I don't think I'm hitting him enough. Yeah, no, that's still way too slow. Yeah, I need crushing blow to make that happen. I can't believe somebody, yeah, somebody just getting SOJs and selling them just spawned D-clone. Yeah, Cloud, that's basically what was happening, dude. That's smacking them with wiffle ball bats. Oh, man. Alright, well, that's what we got, folks. That's what we got. So we got 3 weeks till ladder. I think I'm going to stick with the Zerker commit. Well, Barbarian commit. I think I'm still going to run Barb. If I was solo playing, I might actually whip out the Fire Sork again. But I probably wouldn't actually spec Fire until I got one of those charms. So we'll see what kind of drop rates we get on those. But, I mean, eventually everybody's going to have one of every one of them. Maybe we'll do a... I don't know how we could keep it legit. We should do a race to see who could get all 6 of them. Self-found. No trading. See who could collect all 6. Nah, Infinity's pointless, dude. I mean, it's too expensive, and when you could just get this charm. That's true, Luca. I could maybe hork one of those charms. But yeah, I mean, I don't see the point of spending the runes for Infinity. You can get this charm and an insight merc, and you'll just never run out of mana. You know, the mana, it was kind of an issue with the running insight, but with the charm plus insight, you're just good to go. Yeah, probably Bob. I mean, but it's not, you know, that's not my venue, so um, I don't know how the charm's going to affect the PvP community. We'll probably see a video from Cooley this evening or tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure he'll have something to say about it once he theory crafts a little bit with it to see how it plays out in the PvP stuff. Eating, man, that merc don't stay away from the monsters. That's a whole different argument I don't want to have right now, but that stupid merc stands in stuff just as much as the damn Act 2 merc. You're either trolling me or I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Oh man, this is overall I'm like a 4 out of 10 on this change. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind, but right now I'm at about a 3 or 4 out of 10. We shall see. I'm gonna probably go eat now. Yeah, Bob, the cold sork's strong. I'm trying to hold out benefit of the doubt, man, but I don't feel like it's gonna I don't feel like it's gonna go in a good direction. I mean, I would like to run the Fire Sork like I just ran it. Um, that'd be fun to play. So we'll see. Again, I think it's a little easy. Yeah, cranky. I get that. I feel like again, it's just too easy to get it. Yeah, and I get it, but I mean, I don't think those kind of changes. I don't think you should technically make the game easier. Not this easy. Yeah, fire and cold sorks are going to be like crazy. But anyways, I'm going to go eat. I'm going to be streaming. My wife and I have been streaming 7 Days to Live. 7 Days to Live. 7 Days to Die in the evenings on Twitch. Just messing around. So if you're interested, you'll catch me on Twitch in the evenings playing that. Be on again Sunday. We'll maybe talk about this a little more and see. We'll probably look at some of the feedback to see if there's any kind of pushback on it. To see whether they're going to change anything or not. But I doubt it. I doubt they're going to change it. But again, we'll be on Sunday. We'll maybe do some giveaway stuff. I do have a jaw rune I'm going to give away that I found earlier this week. I was going to do Uber runs because I farmed some more keys, but no, Tommy. But I'm going to probably farm some more keys, so I'll probably do some Uber runs on Friday as well, or Sunday as well. But if nothing else, if you want to just hang out and talk while we're playing, I'll be on Twitch playing 7 days, probably every evening. So you can catch me there as well. All right, guys. We'll see you guys on Sunday if nothing else. Peace.